Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our next Pick a Crystal Tarot reading video. I'm so excited to finally be filming another one. I'm so sorry that there's been an absence of videos for those of you who have been like, wait, where'd you go? If you don't follow me on Twitter or Twitch, you probably wouldn't know this, but a couple of weeks ago, I shattered a tooth. I've had a really awful tooth infection. I actually am having oral surgery done tomorrow. So I'm pre-recording some content now while I have the energy and the time, and then hopefully once all of this is healed and over with, we'll be able to get back to making some really fun videos. I have so many exciting ideas for the future, and yeah, I'm happy to be able to be doing this for you all today. Today's reading is going to be all about finding motivation, overcoming the obstacles that are placed before you in life. Let's go over the different piles that we have for you today. We have our embroidered forest deck here, which has our Smoky Quartz on top. We have Crystal Visions with the Labradorite, Animal Divine Tarot with our Amethyst, and the Star Spinner Tarot with our Clear Quartz. Give yourself a moment to sit, ask yourself which one are you feeling drawn to. Maybe you know instantly, maybe you're not certain yet, and that's okay. You can pause the video here if you'd like and just give yourself a moment to kind of really connect with the cards and ask yourself which message is for me. And then once you've done that, you can skip ahead to your reading, or if you'd like to stick around and listen to all of them, you're more than welcome to do that. And yeah, I also, if you have any ideas for readings that you would like me to do, if there's a message that you're really hoping to see me do a pick a card for, leave it down in the comments below. Go type away. Tell me what kind of pick a card readings you would like to see in the future. I would be happy to do some of those for you all. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Twitch. I do go live on Twitch a couple days a week. We do live tarot readings over there every Sunday night, as well as we play video games and hang out. We look at Zillow listings and make fun of rich people's decor on stream together. So if that sounds like something that would be fun for you, come check it out. I'd love to see you. But yeah, I'll see you in the readings. Thanks, everybody. Hello there, group number 1. If you picked the Smoky Quartz crystal with our embroidered forest tarot deck, then this reading is going to be for you today. Our pick a card reading today is all about finding motivation, helping you overcome the obstacles that are in your life so you can be the most productive version of yourself possible. And with that being said, we're going to dive right on in. Our first card for you all today, group number 1, is, we have Death. I actually think that this is quite an exciting card to see when we're talking about needing motivation, right? The Death card is telling you it's time to let go. It's time to let go of all that has been holding you back, holding you down, weighing you down. I would encourage you to ask yourself, what in your life right now is just taking up time and energy, but not filling your cup up in any sort of way. It's not providing you with any sort of comfort. It's not helping you grow. Instead, it's just taking energy from you. If you have anything that fits that kind of feeling, I'd encourage you to maybe say, for now, this isn't something I'm going to continue pursuing, or this isn't something I'm going to continue putting my time and energy into so that I can better spend my time and energy on other things. We see here as well, 4 of Swords in reverse. We're not resting enough. I think that the kind of general message that we're getting so far is that you're not allowing yourself enough time to recuperate, to bounce back. You're maybe jumping from one project to the next. You get inspired very easily, and that quickly gets you hyped up to start something new. But then you have 10 different projects that you never completed. So this 4 of Swords is maybe telling you it's time for you to focus, truly focus on one thing at a time, put as much energy and effort into that as you can so that you can then properly take a break before starting something new. We have 3 of Swords in reverse as well. Lots of reversals. Let's talk about all these reversals coming up first. When I see so many reversals in a reading, that's really telling me that for you right now, things might feel a little topsy-turvy. Things are upside down on their head. You're spinning around a million miles a second, and you don't know the difference between up and down at the moment. That's okay. This 3 of Swords is here telling me that I think you've been very hard on yourself recently. Maybe you're not seeing the outcome that you would like in things in your life, or maybe there are certain endeavors that you've been excited about, and you're just not seeing the payout. You're not seeing the reward, and it's becoming to be very discouraging for you. We also would say that maybe paired with all of this idea that you're jumping from thing to thing, from project to project, and because we're doing this, you're setting yourself up to just constantly not feel like you're completing anything. You're not truly getting anything done, and so that's kind of feeding into this Three of Swords. That's very self-saboteur energy here. We have Page of Swords. Be truthful with yourself right now about what it is that you really want. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to accomplish? Move forward with certainty. Make a plan. Sit down with yourself in this Four of Swords energy where you're really taking a moment to rest and relax. Ask yourself, what is it that I want for me? What do I want to achieve in this lifetime? Once you are able to truly answer that, and you don't have to have the answer right away, by the way. If you're sitting here like, well, Dalt, I don't know, that's okay. You don't have to have it right now. As long as you were trying, as long as you were making the effort to try and answer that question, that's what matters the most. It's when we become complacent and stagnant and unwilling to try to change, unwilling to make a difference in our life, that's when the problem really is going to continue to consume you. So be honest with yourself about what it is that you want to achieve. We have Two of Wands here. This is about making a choice. The Two of Wands is telling you that there is definitely something in your life right now that's pulling you in multiple directions. You cannot continue to move forward on this path going in two different directions. You have to find a way to merge this into one so that your energy can better be focused and become the most productive version of yourself that you can be. I think that what we're seeing happen here for you as well is that you have all these great ideas. There are so many things that you want to achieve. You're very, very creative. But because of this, and because there's so much that you want to do and you're trying to do it all, you're not doing any one thing well. You need to ask yourself, what is it that I really want? And then go at that 110%. Give that one thing your all. And then when you feel that maybe you've gotten to a point where you can start taking on other projects, then start adding things back on. But for now, it needs to be focused in on the one thing that's really driving you, the one thing that you truly feel really, really passionate about. The Six of Cups here. This is also a little bit nostalgic. This is saying perhaps getting in touch with things that you've always truly wanted, those childhood passions, those things that have just brought you joy for such a long time. That is something that is something that's valid and true and pure. And the cards are encouraging you right now to consider that being a priority, pursuing those things that have always brought you joy instead of the temporary kind of highs, chasing that dopamine of getting the next little quick hit, that quick happy serotonin feeling. Put your time and energy into a project that might take a little bit longer to see the results, but in the end, that reward, that payout is going to mean so much more to you. The Eight of Wands, there is nothing that you can't achieve. There is nothing here that is impossible. I think that you need to start believing in the possibility that you can achieve these things. And once you fully commit, because I think that that's a lot of what we're seeing is that there's a bit of a commitment issue happening here, that we're jumping from thing to thing and you just can't seem to settle. Once you fully commit yourself, the universe, nothing will stop you. You are going to knock down so many barriers. Nine of Cups in reverse, you've got to believe it. You have to believe that you are capable, that you are able, that you are worth this. That Nine of Cups to me is like a Make-A-Wish card. And when we see it in reverse, it's telling me that there's a lot of self-doubt happening. There's a lot here that says that you just don't believe that you can do this. And you know what? I'm going to tell you that as long as you keep that mindset, that's true. You won't be able to, because it's all about that state of mind. So start telling yourself, I can do this. This is something that I am going to achieve. I've already achieved this. And then put the work in, make it happen. We have the Hanged Man here. Do not become too complacent. Don't let yourself get stuck where you're at. change things up. Don't be afraid to make that change. This Two of Wands, it's really all about making the big changes that you want to see in your life. I would also say that with all of this, it's okay to have a lot of different ideas. It's okay to have hobbies and different interests. That's not the core issue here. The problem is that you're spreading yourself so thin amongst so many different things that we're not seeing you truly be happy or successful with anything that you want for yourself. So start putting time and energy into things that truly do matter and are going to give you that reward, that payout back. I've got two oracle cards here for you from the Numinous Oracle. We have Libra energy. Let's start there. Libra energy, it's the idealist. So some words for you to meditate and focus on right now. We have harmonious, cooperative, balanced, socially aware, artistic, people-pleasing, fair, aesthetic, choosy, aspirational, geometric, graceful, considerate, obliging, indecisive, judgmental, and flattering. I might have skipped a word or two. I'm so sorry. You can pause it if you want to like really soak all of this in. I think seeing Libra energy here for you, embrace this. Even if you don't have Libra anywhere in your chart, take this ideology, this concept of the Libras are natural born leaders. Use that energy then to create some sort of plan for yourself. Build structure with this Libra energy and allow it to help you succeed in this life. Your second card that we have for you, it's time for you to focus on the 10th house, which is all about reputation. So this is career, responsibilities, achievement. We have competence, fame, notoriety, standing, authority figures, legacy, purpose, pinnacle, the patriarchy, and empire. What I'm seeing in this is that you care a lot about what others think of you. You care a lot about the image that you're putting out, and that's perfectly fine. There's no shame in wanting to wanting people to see us as successful individuals, but you have to stop equating your self-worth to how you perceive, like how you feel other people are perceiving you. You have to start recognizing that you are so much more than what others are seeing and saying about you, and instead focus on what you do moving forward and who you are going to become. That is where your priorities need to lie. I think that the motivation for you is going to have to come from within. It's going to have to decide what truly matters in this moment. And once you do, you are going to be a force that is unstoppable. Thank you so much for tuning in for this reading. We're going to get started on the next one now. Yeah, thanks so much for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello there, group number 2. If you chose the Labradorite crystal with our Crystal Visions tarot deck, this reading is going to be for you today. Our pick a card theme for the day is all about finding motivation, helping us overcome the obstacles that are in our life. And we're going to get started shuffling here for you. And the first card that we have for group number 2, 9 of Pentacles. Okay, I need you right now, group number 2, close your eyes, and I want you to picture yourself a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. What do you see? That is all within the realm of possibility in this 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is saying that success is so close to you. You are so close, and use this as your reminder of what you are working towards. Use this as a way, this is where your motivation comes from. You have to be able to continue to visualize the future for yourself. Notice and recognize that this is what I want, this is what I need, and I am making this happen. With that said, we see here justice. Know that some things are out of control for you. Some things you have to I'm getting the idea there's some stubborn energy coming from these cards, which is telling me that I think for you struggle when you think that you can't control a situation or when the outcome is out of your hands. Once you're able to accept that, yeah, there are going to be things in this life that you can't change. You can't. When you accept that and allow yourself to just continue focusing on the things that you can control, which would mean like setting realistic goals for yourself instead of, for example, since I'm a full-time Twitch streamer and we're just getting started here on YouTube, one thing, like a realistic goal would be saying, I'm going to create one new video a week. I'm going to go live on Twitch 3 times a week. An unrealistic goal is saying, I'm going to gain 100 followers this week. You can't control that. You can do things to influence it, but you can't control that. That's not a guarantee. So start setting goals that are realistic and obtainable for yourself. So that way you can start recognizing like, oh, I am making an impact. I'm making a difference. This is something that I can control. We have Page of Pentacles here. Know that this success that you're seeking, it is going to take time. This is not something, we're not going to see instant success overnight for you. I think right now you're growing a little impatient. You're seeing others maybe having success stories, and while you're happy for them, you're asking, when is it my turn? When am I going to see this for me? And this Page of Pentacles is a reminder that your turn is coming. It's just you've got to be willing to put in the work right now and know that it will take time. King of Cups. Quit being so hard on yourselves. I think that you have a lot to be happy with and grateful for. This King of Cups is definitely showing that emotionally you are your own worst critic. You come down on yourself so hard when you make a mistake or when you feel maybe you didn't perform at your best, you didn't give it your all. And the King of Cups, when we start finding the kindness in the King of Cups for ourselves, and we say, you know what, I did my best today, and that's what matters. Or, you know what, I didn't get a perfect score on this, but I'm going to study the areas that I didn't do well in, and I'm going to try again. That's what this King of Cups is all about to me in this. It's about finding that kindness for yourself instead of berating yourself and being hard on yourself. It's about giving yourself that love and that kindness that you show to other people. 5 of Swords here. It is time for you to let go of your past mistakes. I think that you really do hold on to this. You constantly, you're a what ifer. What if I would have accepted this job instead? What if I wouldn't have gone to this school? What if I would have moved? What if I would have stayed with it? What if? I'm hearing a lot of what ifs coming from these cards right now. And this 5 of Swords is saying, what if you forget it? What if you let it go? What if instead of worrying about what could have been, you start wondering, what can I do now? How can I find success in my life? How can I find happiness now with the cards that I've been given, with the life that I have? Pursue your happiness here in the now. 6 of Swords. Yeah, it's definitely time. It's definitely time to let go and do something meaningful then for this. Write down some things that you would like to let go of, or things that you would like to forgive yourself for, and write it all down and then burn it, bury it, get rid of it. Release that energy to the universe so that you can move forward free of it. And that's not to say that you won't ever remember it again. That's not what we're trying to do here. It's just giving yourself permission to move forward. We have the 10 of Wands, which definitely shows me that there's been some burnout for you recently. You really are feeling very worn down. You work hard. This tells me you've got a very intense job or schooling. There's a lot of responsibility in your home life. Like, you just have a lot on your plate right now. And you have to remember that at your core, you are working so hard to set yourself up for success in the future. And that now is not the time to lay down and give up. You've got to find a way to push through this. You've got to find a way to continue motivating yourself to find the success that you're after. 2 of Swords in reverse here. This is also kind of indicating that maybe recently I think you've had one of these what if scenarios very recent. You recently were given a choice and you've already made the choice, but now you're worried that you made the wrong choice. You have to trust your instincts here. You have to trust that you made the right choice. And even if you do regret it, then ask yourself, what can I do now to improve this situation for myself? What can I do now to make this better for me? At the end here, we have Knight of Wands, which is encouraging you to move forward and continue pursuing your passions. Pursue what brings you happiness. Pursue what brings you joy. This is so creative. I see that you really are a very excitable person. You have a lot of energy, and when it's a topic or subject, hobby type thing that you feel good about, you just want to share it with the world. And that is something that I think you need to make priority number one. That above all else is what matters the most to you. So make it priority number one. Some oracle messages for you today. We have Neptune, which is all about dreams. So some words to manifest and meditate with. We have imagine, memories, the subconscious, self-sacrifice, ideals, universal love, visions, meditation, spirituality, compassion, empathy, fantasies, escapism, the ether, enchantment, confusion, veils, and magic. What I would say that I see in Neptune for you all, that's very dreamlike energy. It's very soft, and a lot of this feels so serious. I don't think that you're an incredibly serious person, but I do think that you work hard and you're not setting enough time aside for yourself to just be present, be in the moment, feel the joy that's all around you. And your last oracle message that we have, hey, more watery energy. We have the Cancer. Get in touch with your feelings. This here says feeling sympathetic, comforting, nostalgic, protective, intuitive, birthing, tender, nocturnal, caring, moody, receptive, lunar, sentimental, introverted, defensive, and family oriented. When I see all of this watery energy that's here, this is very soft. It's nurturing. It's showing love for yourself. And I think that at your core is what you really need to help continue motivating you to move forward, is finding love for yourself, having kind words to give yourself, praise yourself, and also accept recognition from others. Don't be so quick to shut others down when they try to give you a compliment. We'll see you in the next reading. I really hope that this helped today. But yeah, that's all I got for group number 2. Find some love for yourself. We'll see you next time. Bye. Hello there, group number 3. If you chose the Amethyst crystal with our Animal Divine Tarot, this pick a card reading is going to be for you. Today's reading is all about finding motivation, helping us overcome the obstacles that are in our life, helping us, get over the burnout or the feelings of being stuck. And getting us started here, our first card for group number 1 today is going to be 6 of Pentacles. This is great. This is encouragement for you all to know that the cards are recognizing that you have been in a bit of a rut. But the 6 of Pentacles is saying that's coming to a conclusion. That's ending. You're going to start seeing things come to a balance. Maybe an abundance of things are going to start coming your way. Whether that's material or energy or ideas, we just see abundance moving towards you. So be open to receiving those gifts from the universe. The 6 of Pentacles is also kind of saying, like, now's the time to put in the work. If there has ever been a moment where you're feeling extra motivated and you feel like you just didn't make the most of that moment, this 6 of Pentacles is saying, hey, right now, while things are starting to balance out, be productive. Do what you can to accomplish your goals, your dreams. We have Knight of Pentacles here, which is also letting us know that while success is coming your way and things are looking up, it's not all going to happen overnight. This is a bit of a slow, steady pace. You're not racing anybody. It's unless you're a NASCAR driver, which in that case, I don't know, you picked the wrong pile. The Knight of Pentacles, it's slow and steady. It's go at the pace that's comfortable for you. We have here as well the Justice card. Justice has shown up a couple times for me recently. When I see Justice, this is your reminder that not everything in life is up to you. There are things that are going to happen that are outside of your control, and you have to make the most of what you can control. Focus on what is possible for you to change the outcome or the goals that that you can influence and have an impact over, instead of worrying so much about situations that you're never going to be able to change those outcomes. We have 10 of Pentacles here. Look, slow and steady wins the race. You literally, it's the tortoise and the hare type story going on right here. It's knowing that you are in charge of yourself. You are on the path to success, and that path is different for every single person. Stop comparing yourself and the journey that you are on to your peers and people around you and people doing similar things. That's their own journey. They have gotten to where they're at through their own means. You are not them. You're your own individual, and it's time for you to focus on yourself. This 10 of Pentacles does tell me that the success that you're seeking, it is coming your way. I think you just need that little bit of encouragement right now to keep going. And again, it's emphasizing continue on this path on a pace that is comfortable for you. That is so crucial and so important for you right now. I think that you've been pushing yourself, and you're finding that you keep pushing to your limits, to your breaking point. So give yourself a chance to really recover here. We have the Fox, 5 of Pentacles. We come back to this hardship, this moment of where things are difficult. You're really kind of having to scrounge to put things together. And I think that this is this cycle that you keep getting yourself stuck in, where you've pushed and you've fought and you're kicking and you're screaming and you're doing everything you can, but then you burn yourself out. Be so precise in what you're doing. Be very calculated and smart in what you're trying to achieve. This 5 of Pentacles doesn't have to keep coming up for you. We have 8 of Pentacles as well. This is your reminder that I think you've gotten a little what's the word? Complacent. It's this would tell me that there are skills that you could be continuing to sharpen, continuing to hone. There's knowledge that you could still be going out there to obtain, but you've kind of accepted where you're at with things, and you're no longer pushing yourself to really go above and beyond for yourself. And I think that for you right now, this 8 of Pentacles is saying, like, hey, if you want that promotion, if you want to get a good grade, if you want to, whatever the goal is, whatever the obstacle may be, there are certain skills that you need to be sharpening right now. You need to be putting some extra time and energy into yourself, gaining more knowledge, gaining those skills so that you can succeed. We have 7 of Cups here. I see that you're a little overwhelmed. I see that we're a little overwhelmed right now. There's a lot on your plate. There's a lot that's pulling you in many different directions. And perhaps that's why you haven't maybe put as much emphasis on yourself recently. You haven't been studying as much as you could or working towards the promotions. Instead, you've spread yourself so thin that now you don't really feel like you're accomplishing anything. You're just kind of going through the motions. So how do we overcome that? High Priest, trust yourself. Trust that you know what's best for you. Above all else, you know what is right for you. You know what you want. And if you're saying to yourself, well, no, I don't. No, I don't. That's okay. It's again, it's been a theme throughout all of these motivation readings that I've done today, that you have to, I lost my train of thought. I'm just going to be so real right now and tell you that I just lost my train of thought. What was I trying to say? I had a point to this, I swear. We were talking about being so spread thin, and then we have the High Priest, and the High Priest is all about trusting your own instincts. It's about trusting that you know what's best for you. Why did that matter? What was that? What did I say in the other readings? There was a reason why this was connected. I'm losing you all. I'm so sorry. I bet people are like, what is happening? Hi, if you didn't know, my name's Dalt and I have ADHD. Nice to meet you. Sometimes I lose my train of thought, and you're witnessing this happen. And I bet my editor is not going to edit. Rosie is not going to edit this out. Okay. So anyway, just trust your instincts, trust your intuition, trust that you know what's best for you. Put put some time and energy into the things that are really truly mattering the most to you right now. I think that that motivation is going to come from understanding that it's not about completing things faster than anybody else. It's not about achieving your goals quicker than someone else did or getting ahead in life. It's about focusing on yourself and setting yourself up to succeed. It's about putting time and energy back into yourself so that you can build the better foundation for your future. This last card, hey yo, you got one of my favorite cards from this deck. This is the Six of Cups. It's our it's kind of like a good luck card to me anytime I see this one come up in this deck. This Six of Cups card, this is a comforting card. It's a reminder for you to get back in touch with your roots. It's saying, hey, ask yourself, what is it that you've always wanted to do? Let that be the motivation. Let that be what's guiding you right now. When we talk about this finding motivation, I think the theme for you guys right now in this group is it's all about just stay focused on what's truly important and don't stop comparing to how other people are doing or where they're at in the journey, because that's their journey. It has nothing to do with you and what you're doing and what you're trying to achieve. Your oracle messages that I have for you today, we have the Sun card, which is all about being, existing. The words to manifest and meditate with, we have essence, energy, self-awareness, life force, spirit, creativity, honor, masculinity, distinction, childishness, childishness. That's fun to say. Ego, individuality, solitude, expression, self-sufficiency, shine, heartbeat, and father. This is very warm, inviting energy. You strike me as an individual who is very warm. Maybe you just want to be happy and you want others to be happy. And I think sometimes you maybe sacrifice some of your own happiness for others, and it's time for you to prioritize you. And the last message I have for you is your 9th house, the house of seeking. We have foreign travel, adventure, higher education, faith, beliefs, pilgrimage, spiritual quests, aspiration, journalism, religion, gurus, and risk-taking. This comes back to that concept or what we were talking about, where it's like investing into your education, investing into knowledge for yourself. And this also comes back to those dreams that you've always had. Maybe there's a place you've always wanted to visit, or just something silly that you've always wanted to do. Do those things. This life is too short for you to not be making those things a reality. I believe in you. I hope you do too. And I know that you're going to get through whatever this little bout is. And yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello there, group number 4. If you chose the Clear Quartz crystal with the Star Spinner Tarot, this reading is going to be for you today. We're going to get started shuffling up here. Today's message is all about finding motivation, overcoming the obstacles that have been placed before you in this life. And as I'm shuffling up here, let's see, what is the first card for group number 4? We have the Knight of Swords. Okay, we may have made some oopsies. Group number 4, and that's okay. This Knight of Swords in reverse is telling me that you may have been a little too reactionary recently. The impulses have kind of caused you to lose sight of what truly matters or what's really important for you. I think that you've maybe made a bit of a mess for yourself, but this isn't anything that you can't overcome. And we're gonna talk about it. What do we need to do now? What's the focus? What's the emphasis? Chariot, keep moving forward. Don't let this hiccup, don't let this bump in the road be what throws you off course completely. This is fixable. Whatever this situation is that you found yourself in, it is something that, sure, it might take time, it might be unpleasant, it might not be the best moment that you've ever lived through, but you are going to get through this. And the best way to do so is just keep putting your best foot forward and focus on what's ahead, what's next on this journey for you. The Chariot's a really encouraging card too, because it is saying that you are still on the right path. You're still doing the right things. You just made a mistake, and that's okay. We have here the Hermit. This is saying to give some time to yourself to pause and reflect. Pause and reflect and ask yourself, how can I be better moving forward? What do I need to do to feel good in what I'm doing? How can I be happy with what I've achieved? The Hermit is one that it's a card that's about self-exploration, self-understanding. And I think that that's some of what you need right now. It's really understanding, why am I being so hard on myself? Why is it that I made this mistake and I can't seem to forgive myself? Once you get to the root of that, you'll be able to move forward with ease. We have here as well, Four of Swords. It's okay to take a break. I think you really need to hear that. You are under the impression that, working more and working harder is going to get you to where you want. And sometimes that's not the case. When we work ourselves so much, you don't ever get to perform at your best. So this is saying, maybe, especially seeing with the Hermit card here, take a little break for yourself if possible. And if you can't take like a true vacation or anything right now, I know money's tight for a lot of people. If that's not a possibility, then plan just a day for yourself, completely disconnected from all responsibility. Do something special for yourself, whether that's going and walking in nature or having a spa day with friends, going to a restaurant you enjoy, spending a movie day with loved ones. I mean, there's so many things that you can do to just truly disconnect from whatever this responsibility is that's really got you tripped up right now. Spend some quality time for yourself. Queen of Swords, understand that you are a boss. You are a boss. Carry this energy with you as you move forward. The Queen of Swords, she is here to say, you know what? We're achieving our dreams. We are not taking shit from anybody. This maybe would tell me as well that you're very unhappy in like your work environment. Work has not been the best for you recently. And the Queen of Swords is telling you, you know what? It's okay to have boundaries with work. They don't own you. They might pay your bills, but they don't own your whole life. So establish the boundaries that are necessary for you, and know that the success you're seeking, that time is coming. I think that you're really doubting that you're ever going to get out of this situation, and this card would say otherwise. You've just got to be willing to give it some more time. Give it some time. Two of Chalices. I can tell that part of what you've been struggling with is with your relationships with others. This could be romantic, it could be with friends. This is saying that you've had some relationships that feel really strained recently. Maybe they're asking too much of you, or you just feel like the relationships become very one-sided. I encourage you to pause and reflect on, is there anything that you can do to make this better? Is your stress that's happening in other areas of your life affecting this relationship? The Hierophant. There's definitely, this is a time period where some hard lessons are being learned in your life. It's not, don't sit here and continue to dwell on these mistakes. Don't stay down in this low kind of vibration for too long. Allow yourself to then learn from this and move forward, knowing that you now are going to do the best you can to do better. Last card that I have for you before I draw your oracle messages, we have King of Chalices, and this King of Chalices, now, this is also, it's very much so, it's about understanding your emotions, understanding your feelings, where all of this is coming from. I think that there's a lot of hurt happening in your life, and I encourage you to question, what can you do to make a difference? What can you do? You can't control how other people are going to feel. And sometimes we have to admit when we've made a mistake, or maybe through our healing, we've hurt other people. Maybe that's part of the journey for you right now, is realizing that while you've been hurting and you've been working on healing and doing what you need for yourself, maybe you've hurt other people along the way. And it's okay to recognize that, and it's okay to accept that, and it's okay to forgive yourself. And all you can do then is ask for forgiveness from others, and know that hopefully they'll be in a place in their life where they can forgive you as well. And if not, then know that you've done what you need to do to help yourself on this journey, and that hopefully they will be able to find forgiveness along the way as well. Final cards for you today from our oracle. We have Pluto. This is a period of transformation for you. A lot of change is happening. We have renewal, inner resources, basic instinct, motivation, personal power, evolution, composting, cycles, death, rebirth, subversion, suspicion, obsession, intensity, reckoning, tattoos, clearing, and extremes. I think for you right now, you're going to see an overhaul in your life, especially once you take this time, this journey for yourself, this self-understanding and self-discovery. You're going to see significant change. And I do think it's for the better. It's for the better. All that is no longer serving you, that needs to be removed from your life now. That is part of what is blocking you and preventing you from being the best version of yourself that you can be. Our final card, opposition. Opposition and transformation. How powerful for you. This is about finding balance. It relates, mirrors, interacts, confronts, makes conscious, manifests, disciplines, conflicts with, tests, objectifies, and calls out. I think that as you start recognizing what is leaving in your life, you're going to find that what remains, there will be a sense of calm. And so don't fight against this transformation period in your life. Let this energy transform, because it is going to be for the better. I really appreciate you stopping by for this reading today. We'll be back soon with some more. Don't forget to follow me on my other social medias. We've got Twitter, Twitch. I do live readings on Twitch every Sunday night, so make sure you're checking that out. And I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.